One.
Assalamualaikum and a very good afternoon. My name is Farah Aida Binti Ahmad Zairol Azwan. My matrix number is 201132.
Hi, my name is Syahmi Bin Abd Rahman and my matric number is 203217.
Hi, my name is Adham bin Bakri and my matric number is 200737.
Hello, good afternoon everyone. My name is Nur Aqilah Nadhirah, Binti Affendie, and my matric number is 203220.
Hi, my name is Nurin Binti Nadzrene. My matrix number is 200404.
Hi, my name is Diyana Binti Ahmad. My matric number is 201721.
The theme for our discussion today is cyberbullying. We are going to ask about peers should play an important role in tackling cyberbullying. What do you think, Syahmi?
Well, today we are wired up to the internet and technology. Internet opened the world of unique possibilities and opportunities as well as new dangers. Nowadays, we face a new type of cyberbullying, which is cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is very common among teenagers and occurs when one is threatened, humiliated, or harassed with digital and interactive technology. It can be very damaging, especially to youngsters, as it can lead to anxiety, depression, as well as even commit suicide. Once things start to circulate in the internet, they may never disappear, circulating at later times to renew the pain of cyberbullying. In my point of view, I agree that peers should play an important role in tackling cyberbullying. How about your opinion, Adham?
Oh, in my opinion, I think about the peers' responsibility in order to prevent the cyberbullying is there is some point I had. The first is the peers or we can say our best friend can help us protect our social account or teach us about our account in social, because not everyone familiar with the Instagram or Twitter, right? Of course, no one familiar except for the Insta famous or Twitter famous. So the point is they can help teach them how to protect your password, which is with a personal question, maybe to recover their account. And the second is they can help in remind their best friend to log out from any other public computer, which is WhatsApp or Instagram and Telegram, right? So, and the last one is they can also help in, I think that's the point only. Sorry, how about your opinion, Amanina?
I think that I agree with what you are saying. Actually, peers plays important roles to help or tackling the cyberbully. Actually, peers are more open when they get a cyberbully. They are more tend to open up the story with our friends than our parents. I think because we have a same, so we have a same views. So we as a peers, we need to let them know that we are care of them and we do not agree with what happens. If they had a cyberbully, we also can help them actually with collect the safe and save the evidence if they get a cyberbully in social media, like the comments, haters comments, or the comments that can make them they feel depressed. We can help and collect the comments as evidence. If we need the evidence, if the comments get worse, we can get the evidence and lodge reports to the police. I think that peers can get their rules to tackling the cyberbullying. What about you, Aqilah?
I strongly agree with Manina, Adham, and Syahmi that peers should play a more significant role in tackling cyberbullying. Firstly, let's take a look at the platform itself where cyberbullying occurs, which is the social media. There are more than 4.5 billion people are using the internet, with this number increasing more than 9% since the last year. These are the key takeaways from the Digital 2020 Global Digital Overview published on the January 30th of 2020. Meaning to say that more than half of the population of the people in this planet are using social media daily. Secondly, the top three social media platforms are Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And do you know that 76% of 18 to 24 years old uses Facebook, 75% uses Instagram, and 44% uses Twitter. These data are collected from sproutsocial.com, and what can we see from these statistics? This means that youngsters aged 18 to 24 years old proactively using social media. However, they are also the ones whom appeal the most in facing cyberbullying. Amid cyberbullying, the witnesses are most likely to be peers with the victim. Therefore, peers can directly tell the bully to stop and report the incident instantly. This way, I believe that the cyberbullying will stop because their action has been called out as rude and inappropriate. What do you think?
Excuse me for interrupting, but I see things a bit differently. In my opinion, I think parents should play an important role in order to tackling cyberbullying. According to statistics based on the Cyberbullying Research Center, they reported that in 2016, 34% of students have been a victim of cyberbullying at some time in their life. I've read a quote from Google. They say peers encourage youth internet addiction while parents counteract against it. So this shows that parents will contribute more towards their children compared to peers in order to protect ourselves from cyberbullying. The rate of this crime has increases day by day among youth. Cyberbullying usually arises through online social networks such as Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, and also other online messengers. So we can see that parents should portray a major character in order to forbidding and combating this form of bullying. So what I mean here is if we compare it with parents and also peers, peers may help. I agree that peers can help you. You are facing any problems, they will be there for you to hear your problems and also giving you advice verbally. I think yes, the peers will provide you advice and come you if you are facing difficulties, but they might only stay for 1 to 2 days or the longest maybe 1 week. They may not act upon the person who cyberbullied you. I've been experienced cyberbullying during my high school times. So yes, indeed, I've been telling my friends about that. My friends only advise me on how to respond to the person who cyberbullied me. Compared to my parents, they do something that they do something which made the person itself who cyberbullied me stop from doing such things to me. So if what I can say here is parents know better than what peers are doing. So we can see that in our social media, the one who follows us also is our peers. It may be our own age or a bit younger or a bit elder from us. So the cyberbully itself occur from our peers. It is due to peer pressure, which is pressure from others to conform to the attitude and personal habits of a group or clique. This cyberbullying occurs among peers because they feel an internal pressure to do things that they think their peers are doing for the sake of getting attention and fitting in. So what can parents do to protect their children from cyberbullying? Parents should aware about the places and sites they go online and the activities that involve online. I disagree of what Adham said earlier. what I've seen currently is most of our parents are signing up for social media. It's because they want to observe what activities that their children are currently doing online. Parents also can ensure the cyberbullying doesn't experience to the children by teaching them not to expose or say anything that may harm or humiliating themselves. So when parents are signing up for social media, the children itself will feel scared to post anything related they may harm themselves, of course, towards their parent. So what I can say here is that if you don't want the cyberbully to occur to you, you don't do something that may lead to the cyberbully. What do you think, Nurin?
I like your points, Aida. But for me, I also disagree with this statement, which is peers should play an important role to tackle this cyberbullying issue. In my point of view, instead of peers, the authorities should be responsible towards this issue, which I mean the social media companies themselves. I give you an example. The most common social media involved would be Instagram. Instagram is a platform that is made to post pictures, and other users are allowed to freely comment it on the post. These responses are given without restrictions from the authorities, and due to this also, it allows some irresponsible users to attack somebody using harsh comments or also using terrifying images. This such damage can be prevented in the first place only if the Instagram are running under safety policies. And apart from that, as a user myself, if I got such nasty comments that is meant to destroy my self-esteem, I should also have reported the account involved or blocked them before anything gets worse. But nothing would work if the authorities would not take action towards it. Don't you think so?
Sorry, I want to add what Nurin have said just now. Yes, we are as we all know, yes, if we are facing engaging with cyberbullying, it is a must for us to lodge a police report. I've read from Google, there is a specific law in order to stem cyberbullying. There is existence of certain provision in Communication and Multimedia Act 1998, which criminalize the use of internet facilities for those who are engaging with cyberbullying. So the law provided are used if someone lodge a police report towards the police, and they will take an immediate action. They will also, for parents, they should also lodge a police report and also complain against the perpetrator to the operator of social media platform. By doing that, the operator will shut off the account of the person who cyberbully another person. How about you, Aqilah?
Sorry, but I beg to differ. I still stand by my point that peers should be the one who has the more significant role in tackling cyberbullying, because firstly, most parents nowadays don't even know if their child is being cyberbullied, because cyberbullying is the new evolved version of traditional face-to-face bullying. This is because they may not even show some physical signs of distress, and evidence of harassment and harmful messages can be obscured from parents' view in just with the click of a mouse. Plus, young people nowadays are more likely to find it helpful to confide in peers. This is from the article of Risk and Safety on the Internet from Livingstone. What about you, Amanina?
Okay, before that, I would like to add to Farah Aida's point.
Parents, but most of parents right now
Diyana, are you there?
Aqilah, may I add something? Yes,
Yes.
I'm
Yes,
there.
yes.
Can I add something?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Yeah, sure,
Yes,
sure.
yes,
Yes.
sure.
And,
May I add something to it?
Yes.
Actually,
Yes.
yes, I think I absolutely agree with Aqilah because I think not all parents. I think absolutely with Aqilah because I think not all parents know about social media because some parents get the traditional message I think, and they do not have a smartphone, so they cannot control their child in media social. So they cannot know what happened to their child at media social. I think so. It's a responsibility of the peers to take actions. If they say their friend get a cyberbullied on social media, they can ask or talk to their friends' parents about what had happened to their friends. Because not all parents, I think, have a social media like Instagrams or a Facebook. Maybe they can have just WhatsApps only. So I think that parents can take more action if they do not have any social media.
Yeah,
May
I
I?
agree with Amanina and Akilah's point. Well, today, most parents may not understand the effect of being cyberbullied.
What about you, Adham?
yeah, I actually
Not all parents.
half agree and half disagree with Farah's point about parental should be the number one in the list of to prevent the cyberbullying. But I think it should be number two because number one is should be the best friend because uh, nowadays teenagers cannot tell every of their problem to the parent because there is a very sensitive issue about it. For example, if we got two problems, which is love interest problem or love interest cyberbullying, and the second one is friendship cyberbullying. So maybe the teenagers will tell the parent about their friendship cyberbullying, but for the love interest cyberbullying, they could not because it is a sensitive issue, right? So they probably will tell their best friend about their heart or their feelings that they want not to tell their parents, right? So I think because our best friend is the best things to counter the cyberbullying. Then how about you guys? Do you agree?
Okay, Mr. Adham,
Yes,
I
I
would
agree
like
with his
to
point.
interfere for a while. Let me rephrase Farah Aida's point. She said that statistics shows that peers contributes more on internet addictions, and based on her experience, she feel a lot safer when she talked about her cyberbullying problems towards her family, towards her parents. What this means was cyberbullying is a big issue, and for peers to help the victims to overcome this problem, it needs constant attention or constant emotional support, and not every peers are capable of doing that. And not to forget that cyberbullying it affects the mental health, so it needs the help from adults or experts to overcome such issue. Don't you think so? What about you, Syahmi?
Yeah, I have to disagree with your point as well as Farah, because some parents today may not understand the fact of being bullied because of different mentalities. Back in the days when the technologies are limited, they don't experience cyberbullying. They instead maybe experience bullying physically. so they don't understand the context and consequences of cyberbullying. Some parents may have two different kinds of reaction. The first one is overreacting by blaming their children, makes the situation even more worse. Instead, they should be supportive and understanding. The second is underreact by telling them to just deal with it, just forget about it, deny it, which sometimes can be fatal. In addition to that, I think that they do not have a good grasp on the use of technologies or hardly understand the use of social media. So they might not bother on what's happening on the internet.
Okay.
I want to add some points to this. Not all peers are not knowledgeable or immature like most of us think. They may provide support system to the victims, which may be more efficient and could even possibly make a huge difference so that it won't be a long-lasting problems. According to the Cyberbullying Research Center in the United States of America, they created a comprehensive peer mentoring program involving adult facilitators, high school mentors, and middle school participants, which allows schools to mobilize motivated older students to change the way younger students think about the harassment or mistreatment to others online. In plus, it helps younger students to appreciate the responsibility and risk associated with the use of computers, cell phones, and internet. So I think peers are the main role in tackling cyberbullying.
May I
How
add
about you?
something here?
Yeah.
I strongly agree with Syahmi's point just now. And firstly, Farah, Aida, I applaud your parents for um, giving you some emotional support and acting up when you experience cyberbullying. However, a 2019 study showed that parents want to be involved in helping and to prevent and solve cyberbullying, but they just don't know how. This is because nowadays, in the statistics I just gave now, peers are the one who dominates the cyberspace right now, and they fully know how to function and how to use all of the features in all social media. However, parents, they may have social media, but they do not fully use the function of social media.
Yes.
Maybe they don't know how to report, or maybe they don't know how to lodge uh lodge a report for that matter, but they know that it is wrong for others to cyberbully others in the cyberspace. Do you get my point?
Yes, we do.
Yes, I
Yeah.
do.
Anyone wants to add on?
However, I still stand with my opinion that parents should play an important role in tackling cyberbullies. This is because although parents always feel like they are fighting in a losing battle when it comes up with peer pressure, but parents have more influence than they realize. Although anything that happened towards the teens will still need their parents very much in order to set things up. This is because parents will try to understand what they feel when engaging to peer pressure, because of course your parents will want the best for you, so they will equip with high confidence and self-esteem in order to get rid the feeling of engaging with cyberbullying. In order to make the children itself feel comfortable to expose what they are feeling towards the cyberbullying, instead of yelling and criticizing, parents should help them taking responsibility by doing specific action, like what the others have said just now, by lodge a police report and also lodge a complaint against the perpetrator to the operator of social media platform. Have anyone have anything to add?
Sorry to interrupt, but I agree with your point. But peers also are the main influence in the victim's life. They spend a lot of time together in school, college, or even universities compared to our parents and family members. As they spend more and more time together, their peer contacts become increasingly important in their social lives. So if they're facing problems like cyberbullying, they feel more comfortable sharing their problems with their peers. So because they understand what others are going through. Yeah, I strongly believe that peers also play an important role in this situation.
I strongly agree with Syahmi because just now you said parents nowadays, just now Farah said that parents nowadays are taking actions. However, those parents whom are only connected with their children, how about those children who are being cyberbullied, but they are not connected to their parents? I mean, they don't have a stronger, more consistent bond with their parents. They will not tell them that they are being cyberbullied and will keep the incident to themselves. So who will they go for and talk that they are being cyberbullied, which of course their peers. This is why that peers is the one who has a major influence and a major role in saying that, hey, it's not good that you are being cyberbullied. Let's lodge a report and make this stop.
Do you have anything to add, Adham?
I have things to add. Actually, cyberbullying is not only occur in our social media. It's also occur in our, like I said, a game. Just a game, a big game, a worldwide game like Dota, like CSGO. It's actually happened in the game. Happen, for the kids or adults. So this also can create a very high pressure for the student or teenagers, because when they log into the game and they find or matchmaking for the game, every game they will, if they cannot do well, they will get a harsh word. They will be deceived by their comrades and their teammates. That also can be called a little bit or a part of the cyberbullying, because nowadays like Dota games, because we have more players and the probability of having a cyberbully or deceiving by their teammates, it also happens too much. And I think for the I agree with Syahmi, Putri, and Aqilah and Awanina points about peers should be the one to counter the cyberbully. How about others?
Okay, thank you for your points, Adham. Would anyone mind to conclude what we have discussed just now?
Oh, sure. I think that we have reached a consensus on today's focus just now, which is that the majority of us agree that peers should be the one who has a more important role in tackling cyberbullying. So does anyone have anything else to say? No? Otherwise, we shall end this discussion here. Thank you for your contributions.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you.